Hi, I'm Marilee from thecompletepianist.com. This video will explain how to teach from the Alfred lesson book level 1A. I recommend the Alfred lesson book for my students because it is fun, contains any necessary information, and is good for young beginners. The Alfred also has ear training books, technique books, and theory books. I typically don't use those because they do go into a lot of depth, move slowly, and can be overwhelming for students. For this reason, I have created a supplemental workbook series that covers these topics in a concise format. They can be downloaded free from thecompletepianist.com. This section learns tunes on the black keys for learning rhythm, and it avoids associating specific finger numbers with certain keys on the keyboard, which is really good. The steps right here I find are really useful, clapping and counting beforehand, and then playing and counting. When you count, you can say ta, ta, and half note, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Playing and singing the words is also really fun for the student. Playing the duet with the teacher helps the student develop a steady beat. An additional step is to say the finger numbers out loud while playing if the student is having trouble remembering their finger numbers. This section introduces intervals. It suggests to say up a second, down a second, down a second. You can have the student say step up, step down, or skip up or down. I find that's a little bit easier. This section does not have steps, practice steps. I'd recommend to number 1, play and say step up or down, so they can first see the intervals. 2nd, play and say the note names. 3rd, play and say the counting. And 4th, play and sing the words. 5th, play and sing a duet if that is available. Page 52 has a song with the time signature of 3-4. I find that many students have trouble with 3-4. They love to pause after beat 3. To help get rid of this, make sure they are not playing too fast. Help them to slow down. You can play with them at the same time. You can also clap and count or play with the drum just over and over. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It will just take some practice. Page 55 introduces sharps. The way I like to teach my students is that I tell them that the sharp is pointing upward, so the note goes up a half step. You can also tell them that the sharp is sharp. If you were to sit on it, it would make you jump up. Page 56 introduces the flat sign. To help my students remember that flats go down, I tell them to think of a flat tire on a car, making that car go down. Page 57's piece is called Indian Song. It begins to do a little bit more with hands together. If the student is struggling playing a song hands together, then have them play it hands alone. Remember that if they cannot play the left hand by itself or the right hand by itself, they will not be able to play it hands together. So have them master that first. Make sure the student is practicing regularly, and make sure they master each song before moving on, or else they may get further and further behind. Page 62 through 63 has a student test that you can have the student do in the lesson with you or at home. It would probably be a good idea to go over it first with the student and then have them do the test either at home or at the next lesson. Thanks for watching. The Complete Pianist has free supplemental workbooks that go along with these Alfred method book series. You can download those on thecompletepianist.com. If you like this video, please subscribe below.